Om Shripada Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Shripada Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind Ki Jai. Ramacharya Srila Das Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद की ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. Hare Krishna, welcome to Devasam Mandir ISKCON Detroit. Shrimad Bhagavatam book reading. Today we are reading from Canto 1, Chapter 11, Lord Krishna entrance to Dwarka. Text 13. Let us start with invocation prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna. Reading from Shrimadbhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, Lord Krishna's entrance into Dwarka. Text 13. Gopura Dwara Margeshu Gopura Dwara Margeshu Gopura Dwara Margeshu Krita Kautuka Toranam Krita Kautuka Toranam Chitradvaja Patakre Chitradvaja Patakagre Anta Pratihata Tapam Anta Pratihata Tapam Gopura Dwara Margeshu Krita Kautuka Toranam Chitradvaja Patakagre Anta Pratihata Tapam. Anyone would like to repeat? Gopura Dwara Margeshu Krita Kautuka Toranam Chitradvaja Patakagre Anta Pratihata Tapam. Let us go word by word. Gopura, the gateway of the city. Dwara, door. Margeshu, on different roads. Krita, undertaken. Kautuka, Toranam. Kautuka, because of the festival. Toranam, decorated arch. Chitra, painted. Dvaja, flags. Patakagre, by the foremost signs. Anta, within. Pratihata, checked. Atapam, sunshine. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravindra Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The city gateway, the household doors, and festooned arches along the roads were all nicely decorated with festive signs like plantain trees and mango leaves, and all to welcome the Lord. Flags, garlands, and painted signs and slogans all combined to shade the sunshine. Please repeat. The city gateway,
the city gateway,
the household doors, and festooned arches along the roads were all nicely decorated with festive signs like plantain trees and mango leaves, all to welcome the Lord. Flags, garlands, and painted signs and slogans all combined to shade the sunshine. Perfect. Signs of decoration in special festivals were also collected from the gifts of nature, such as plantain trees, the mango trees, fruits and flowers. Mango trees, coconut palms, and plantain trees are still accepted as auspicious signs. The flags mentioned above were all painted with the picture of either Garuda or Hanuman, the two great servitors of the Lord. For devotees, such paintings and decorations are still adored, and the servitor of the Master is paid more respects for the satisfaction of Lord. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeyam Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanathaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamsta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Krupa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Devasanan Mandir Shrimadbhagavatam reading. So today we are reading from Canto 1, Chapter 11, Lord Krishna's entrance into Dwaraka, text 13. So I'll go through translation once again. The city gateway, the household doors, and festooned arches along the roads were all nicely decorated with festive signs like plantain trees and mango leaves, all to welcome the Lord. Flags, garlands, and painted signs and slogans all combined to shade the sunshine. So yesterday we have seen how the city of Dwarkapuri was filled with opulences of all seasons. There were hermitages, orchards, flower gardens, parks, and reservoirs of water breeding lotus flowers all over. So today is the same extension of the opulence of Dwarka, how the city has been decorated by all the inhabitants or citizens of Dwarka. So today the main sections that we are going to see is like festive decoration as an expression of bhakti and nature's gifts in devotional service and honoring the servants of the Lord. So first comes first. As we all know, in this chapter, Krishna is returning after a long separation, and the residents of Dwarka were overwhelmed with love, ecstatic love. So they were expressing their joy in presenting their gifts, in decorating the whole city, and they were very, very pleasing, and they were very excited to see the Lord face to face after a long time. And also this particular verse appears externally as city decoration, but internally it reveals the devotional psychology. How how intensely they are purified, and how they cleanse their whole city and they decorated the whole city. It not only cleanse the external way, but also internally they are trying to clean their hearts, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself is present over there. So how auspicious it could be. And the main point here is like devotion expressed through simplicity, nature and respect. Here in Srila Prabhupada even focuses here as this is not something related to architecture or luxury, but it is the true attitude or true behavior of a pure devotee, and it's coming through the internal parts of heart. So that is the very pure love and dedication towards the devotional service. So first comes first is the festive decoration as an expression of bhakti. So decorations are not just for beauty alone, but they are meant solely to welcome Krishna in this case. So even if we try to see in whenever we celebrate auspicious occasions like Janmashtami, Radhashtami or any big festivals, we try to clean the house or even temple or wherever you celebrate the festival. We try to clean the hallways and everything. We try to accumulate all the dust and we try to dump it outside, just as to remove the all the inauspiciousness and all the negative energy from the home. And we try to decorate with the plantain tree leaves and the mango leaves, such that it welcomes all auspiciousness and it creates a festive mood, and it even had a very great feeling in terms of science as well, because the fresh air, the fresh incense and all auspicious environment is being released through decorations of city as well as house as well. So here, entire city participates here. Gates, roads, homes, nothing is left behind untouched. Every place, wherever you see, each and every corner of the city is being decorated with all auspicious paraphernalia, and this indicates how much we have to be more and more sincere, and also how much we have to do to welcome the Lord. We see it is as external decoration, but it also purifies their heart, and when we purify our heart, which is like having conditionings like anarthas, 6 anarthas, when we try to get rid of them slowly, gradually, one by one after one, then one day it is possible for Krishna to eternally reside in our heart and guide us, and we can see our true reflection upon our heart, and he can really guide us a lot, and we can follow those instructions given out by the Paramatma residing in our heart. Even now we have Paramatma, but we are not caring about that, and due to this anarthas and material conditionings, it's been covered. Our true identity is being covered. So when we get rid of these through our devotional service and consistency in chanting and association with the devotees, so slowly, one after the other, we will be losing the anarthas, and then we can truly see our reflection in our heart, so that even Paramatma sees that this soul has been realized his mistakes and he wants to turn to me. So he will guide accordingly and he will make things possible for us. So devotion is collective, it's not individualistic. Because here entire city is participating, not only one family or a section of citizens or a group of people, but here the entire city is participating in decorating the whole city, and in making the cities more auspicious environment, because they are all excited to see the Supreme Lord as their ruler, and he was returning from Hastinapur from a long back. So he left Dwaraka at very late age, and he took a long time to return back to Dwaraka, and we saw in previous chapters how he was even in Hastinapur, how he was struck with the separation of the devotees over there, and their wonderful prayers, like prayers by Queen Kunti, prayers by Bhishmadev, so prayers by Yudhishthir Maharaj. So how auspicious is that, having Supreme Personality of Godhead in our life, and they are very fortunate to have Krishna to see Krishna face to face. So external enthusiasm reflects internal eagerness, and so one of the usual analogy that we observe in our day-to-day life is when someone of your dear ones or a close relative of yours coming to meet you after a so long time, how much preparations you would do, how much intensely you clean your house and make it more and more comfortable for that person, and even you make more and more preparations, prasadam preparations, and much more delicacies just to get excited to meet that person. So just in a case of dear ones, we are taking more and more care and more alertness in cleaning and making it more and more soothing environment. So what to speak of Supreme Personality of Godhead? Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Bihari, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baldev, Jai Shri Shri Radha Sai. So Supreme Lord Krishna, Kunj Bihari. So when he comes, so how wonderful we have to decorate our surroundings and our house such that he should feel that he should reside there only. So that kind of consciousness we have to get into, and we have to maintain that standards, and we clean not to impress, but just because of our love. Naturally we expresses itself. Like if we have love inside, we will do whatever best we can do to make it more and more soothing for that person. And even you, when your loved ones or dear ones come to your place, you feel like you try to interact with them more and more. If you try to be in a healthy hygiene environment, you try to more and more converse with him, and he will also reciprocate the same. But you are in a filthy, untidy environment, like unclean environment. So how difficult it is interacting with the person, and even that person does not feel comfortable with you associating for a long time. So it won't be looking that good if you are not maintaining the cleanliness, and even the loved ones will be getting disappointed. So not to impress them, but just to make them more and more comfortable in your association. And after a long time, you are getting to meet that person. So how much excited is that person gonna be? Also, we have to think in our mind. So this Dwaraka's decoration indicates the overflowing of affection of the devotees there in Dwaraka and the citizens of Dwaraka. So obviously any kingdom whose ruler is returning to that kingdom after a long time, all the people, all the ministers, all the citizens of the so-and-so kingdom would be more and more relished to receive the king after a long time. So for just not ordinary king, the people would be making so many arrangements and welcoming him with a grand opulences. So what to speak of the Supreme Lord? how much they might have done in Dwaraka. The description itself is such an imaginative field. So how much wonderful it could be. So some of the key takeaways is devotion seeks expression. Bhakti is visible, tangible and shared. And external service mirrors internal emotion. So how much sincere are you in your endeavors in serving the Lord? It eventually reflects our internal purity and purity in our heart. Like how much by rendering continuous service to the Supreme Lord, eventually your heart will be cleansed of all anarthas, all the dust, slowly, all the dust accumulated in the mirror of the mind, it get cleared, and one day we could even see our own reflection of our original Swarupa, like Satchidananda Swarupa. So that eternal form of ours is so amazing that we can't even think of anything if we see that spiritual body. So next comes is nature's gifts in devotional service. So here we see in the translation how decorations are there, how decorations are sourced from plantain trees, mango leaves and all auspicious flowers and fruits. This indicates simplicity over the opulence. So I would like to just quote a small example over here. So if we take an example of two marriages, one happening at a place where there are people who just follow simple standards and they follow all the Vedic rituals, Vedic principles and all. So they decorate the mandap where the marriage is gonna happen. They decorate with all the fresh leaves, mango leaves, plantain trees, and all the decorations were collective, and all the people are there participating in that. So this was a scenario, and when it comes to other scenario, the same marriage, but here all the decorations are being taken care by some other outside department, like outside section of people. So they are professionally the decoration people. They come and as usual for every event they decorate. So this is also one of the event for them, and they just decorate. They might decorate more opulently, but in the first scenario, the love and the devotion and the love is being experienced there, because it is the collective effort of all the relatives and so-called friends and all the family members. They were involved in decorating the mandap and all the hall, function hall and all. Here, as you all know how, okay, it's professional, they take care of everything and they come, they do that. They do according to their own preferences. Even though if you ask them to do this and that, if you ask 10 things to follow, they might have followed like 5 or 6. The other things, whatever that is affordable and whatever that is good for them, they will follow that. So there, the love and the intense purity is not seen that much when it compared to simple standard, but there is a loving care in decorating the mandap. So this indicates the simplicity over opulence and harmony between bhakti and nature. So here the nature is not exploited, but it is engaged in Krishna's service. Today, in our day-to-day life, we see like how this Mother Nature is being polluted by our various activities, like many hazardous activities like releasing chemicals openly through rivers and water bodies, and negligence of many factories and various other constructions and all other tasks which involve a lot of stress and pressure on Mother Earth. So here when we see Dwaraka, the people all are engaged in Krishna's service. They were decorating all the city roads, buildings, gateways, everything. Nothing is left without decoration. So this highlights sustainability long before the term existed, and also it shows the devotion aligned with dharma and ecology. And also we see many transcendental pastimes like Govardhan Puja, where Krishna, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, signifies the honoring nature as Krishna's energy. And even in 10th chapter we see how the earth is flourishing due to righteous rulers, due to Yudhishthira Maharaj and various other saintly personalities. And also, as we all know, this nature belongs to Supreme Lord. Even it is confirmed in Isopanishad, verse 1, mantra 1, Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Everything belongs to Lord Krishna. So one more analogy I would like to quote in this regard is like homemade offering versus a store-bought snack. So the same snack which is prepared in a home with a true love and devotion to Krishna, when it is offered to Krishna and when it is taken as prasad, that has a very great significance on our body rather than purchasing it from outside, store bought. And we don't know with what consciousness the cook might be cooking that so-called snack or food item, and we don't know what items and what is the quality of items that he may use in preparing that, and how the persons over there deal with that, because it's the work of them. It's not their home to prepare very nicely, very healthily, hygiene environment. We don't know if it is hygiene environment or not. So this homemade offering, even though it is simple, it carries more and more love and affection. But the outside one, it's not healthy, it's not hygiene, and it's not coming out of the love. It's just coming out as per the profession. As we see in the example of decorations made by family, relatives and close friends, and decoration made by decoration section of people. So this nature-based decoration of Dwaraka represents personal effort and humility. So here people are best utilizing the nature in welcoming the Supreme Lord, and it is also important that Supreme Lord has the various, He's the possessor of all opulences. He possesses to the fullest extent of those. So everything belongs to Him. So if we try to engage that in the service of the Lord, we will be relishing more than the Supreme Lord. The citizens of Dwaraka, they are very much excited to serve Supreme Lord, and they are very much relished by the service. Rather, Krishna is being relished. The devotees are more wonderful and they will experience more joy. So here, bhakti does not require excess efforts, and it is simple for simple persons, and it is complicated for who think it is as complicated. So nature is a willing servant of the Lord, and sustainability is inherent in Vedic devotion. Next comes like honoring the servants of the Lord. Here we see in the purport the flags are painted with pictures of Garuda and Hanuman, who are the most exalted devotees and purest of purest devotees, and they were like eternal servitors of the Supreme. So they were constantly engaging in the service of the Supreme Lord. And here, the significance of honoring the servants is like Krishna himself says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita as to serve his pure devotees with utmost affection and great love. Because the servitor of the master is paid more respect, as we see even in the example of Acharyas, Gurus. He is representing Krishna to us, and he is giving the access to pray and worship Krishna through the holy name and as well as devotional process. So, here, pleasing devotees is just equals to pleasing Krishna. Krishna is more pleased if his devotees are very much engaged and they were very much treated properly. So, even Vaishnava etiquette is not negotiable. Vaishnava etiquette itself reveals that serving Vaishnavas is the topmost thing to do in this material world. And respect is not sentiment, it is theology. And we see many pastimes, even in Ramayana, how Hanuman has served the Supreme Lord Ramachandra, and but even Lord Ramachandra glorifies him in publicly, and even we see in the war between Lord Ramachandra and Ravana, demon Ravana, when Lord Lakshmana got injured, then Hanuman with his efforts, he reaches to Kailas Parvat and he comes back with Sanjeevani medicine. So he has great attachment to his Lord and great attachment to its service. Even in the same Ramayana, we see how Bharata and Shatrugna were also very much attached to his brother, and they were very much serving his brother in a very unique way, because when Lord Ramchandra was in exile, Bharata and Shatrugna were the ones who took care of Ayodhya and ruled the kingdom very peacefully. But thing to remember is not like they did not take over the kingdom and they did not enjoy the royal appliances. Bharata had a very deep level austerity wise, because Lord Ramachandra was sleeping on the floor. He took that austerity of sleeping he took a deep pit of 6 feet or more, and there he rested he slept there. So how much wonderful is that attachment towards Lord Ramachandra, and how much bhakti and how much gratitude he has towards his elder brother. And even in Chaitanya Sikshastakam, we see like Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Saishrana Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. So we should be humbler than blade of grass and be more tolerant than a tree. And Amanina Manadena, so be respectful to all devotees so that holy name will be relished by you and the taste of the holy name will be relished. So when we take a real like day-to-day analogy, so respecting a loved ones in family, if we respect someone's close associates, then the person feels honored and he feels more and more comfortable, soothing, because his persons are being more respected, then his feelings are very calm and peaceful and happy, more and more happy. So disrespecting devotees hurts Krishna more than neglecting him. So that's why like Vaishnava aparadha is the topmost offense, and it is not even excusable by Krishna. Krishna when we see example of Amrish Maharaj and Durvas Muni. So when Durvas Muni tries to curse Amrish Maharaj and he tries to kill him through a demon, but Amrish Maharaj, he did not pretend, or he did not try to oppose that. He has that ability to oppose, but still he just closed his palm and he just surrendered there. But even though devotees are very tolerant and very humble, Lord Krishna never sees his devotees to be insulted by any others. So he immediately sends his Sudarshan Chakra chasing Durvas Muni, and he wanders all over the planets. Like he goes to Brahmaloka, he goes to Lord Shiva, and he goes to finally Lord Vishnu. Even Lord Vishnu also couldn't rescue him, because even though he released the Sudarshan Chakra, but still he says like, go and ask for forgiveness from Amrish Maharaj, because he's the one who could rescue you from the Sudarshan. Even I don't have power now, I just released the Sudarshan Chakra. But Sudarshan Chakra also never tries to see the devotees getting insults. So this scenario explains like how Vaishnava Aparadha is topmost one, and one should be more and more careful in dealing with other Vaishnavas. So devotees are Krishna's heart, and respect is a form of worship, and spiritual maturity shows in how we treat others. So if we want to be treated nicely, then first you try to make that change happen within yourself, and you treat the others how you want it to be treated. So then slowly, even the other persons who are treating you badly in a starting days, they will start treating you very good upon seeing your behavior towards all other fellow beings. So I would like to conclude today's class by saying a few takeaways. Like, this verse may appear decorative, but the main purport reveals how the bhakti philosophy and philosophy is being entitled among the citizens of Dwarka, and how we have to follow the Vaishnava culture, and how this decoration and how this cleanliness is closely related to spirituality. And devotion expresses itself naturally. Simplicity is the one that pleases the Lord, and Lord sees the intention but not how opulent the offering is and how big the feast is. And Lord sees like how this soul, how intensely he cooked, with what intention he has cooked, with how much purity, how much cleanliness he is maintaining in serving me. And even if we try to see the premises in our kitchen, like we have to maintain the standards of our kitchen almost equal to the standards of our altar, because there we are preparing the hoga for the Supreme Lord, and it's the place belongs to Srimati Radharani. So how important is that we maintain the kitchen standards very much close. And even I heard in a lecture that one of the Prabhu was mentioning, the kitchen should be more and more clean than the altar, than the puja place, because that's where the bhoga is coming from, and the Supreme Lord is very, very pleased if the bhoga is coming from a clean and hygiene environment. He does not see like whether it is like 100 dishes or 50 dishes or something. Even if you try to offer one simple offering, but if you try to make it more and more hygiene and more sincere efforts in the cleaning, then Supreme Lord and Srimati Radharani gets very much pleased by our small endeavors like in preparing the offering. So honoring devotees also satisfies Krishna the most, and serving the exalted devotees, pure devotees of the Lord, and serving all the Vaishnavas itself is the greatest austerity that we can follow in this current scenario of society. So, yeah, by this I would like to conclude today's class. Please forgive me if I misspelled anything, if I misspoke anything. Any comments, questions, or realizations?
Very nicely expressed too. It's not about impressing anybody, but it's about the expression of your love towards Krishna. That's what they did. They expressed their love in their own unique way.
Yes.
And decorated their cities.
Yeah.
Hope we all decorate our hearts in that manner.
Yes. We purify our hearts and we try to be more and more sincere in our endeavors. And if we try to clean whatever means, like it could be like temple hall, kitchen, whatever it means, then indirectly we are cleaning our hearts. We are getting purified by various anathas. From various anathas we are getting purified. So, the temple itself is the residence of Supreme Lord. So, if we try to maintain, even if you could not, how much ever you can do, you could try to do that much little efforts. If you try to engage other people also, they will also, if you follow it sincerely, by seeing you, many people may try to follow, may try to start the chains coming from you. Then eventually many people get inspired by doing that, and through that, like many it grows on. Then eventually it will be maintained in a good, perfect standard, such that even Srimati Radharani and Supreme Lord Kunj Sri Radha Kunj gets impressed by our little service, and slowly it will be turning into Vaikuntha Loka and all spiritual dream. It's no less than a spiritual dream. So we have to we have to think once before getting the place unclean and leaving the place unclean before you leave. So, Hare Krishna. Grandra Shrimadbhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.